So I've been coaching solopreneurs for more than 16 years now, and I'd like to give you a reality check on what it takes to succeed. I sometimes hear people tell me, George, I posted 20 videos and they barely got any response. So it looks like videos really aren't for me. Or I hear people say, I reached out to like seven of the people in my network, and none of them responded to my outreach. So I guess this thing maybe I should quit. Maybe it's not really meant for me, or they get really discouraged. And the reality is that there may be nothing wrong with how you are posting content, making video, or reaching out to people. It just may be a fact that you haven't reached out to nearly enough people yet. So, for example, the most successful YouTuber in the world, MrBeast, often gives this advice. He says, I don't consider someone being serious on the path of YouTube until they've made at least 100 videos made and published to their YouTube channel. At least 100 videos. He says, once you make your 100th video, then I consider you to be seriously on the path of getting traction. But he says, before you make your 100 videos, honestly, don't even look for traction. Just be looking to make each video a little bit better than the previous one. If you can make each one a little bit better than the previous one, that is what you need to keep doing. And then once you get to 100, then you should see you'll have learned a lot for sure, and you'll start to see more traction after that. So that's an example of content creation, video making. Another example is from a very successful business coach, you might say, trainer named Alex Hormozi. He has built $100 million companies and currently runs a couple of them. And it just, I highly respect him. He has so much content for free on YouTube and elsewhere. And he says, and I'm looking at my notes here, he says to the people that he coaches, he says, if you're serious about succeeding in your solopreneur journey, you have to make 4 hours of dedicated time per day just for your marketing. Now let me say this again. This is crazy to me, because when I heard that, I'm like, most of the people that I coach don't even spend 4 hours a week doing dedicated marketing. You're saying 4 hours a day. And for him, he's crazy because he works Monday through Sunday. He works 7 days a week. But fine, even if you work 5 days a week or even 4 days a week and spend 4 hours of dedicated time per day during those 4 days doing your marketing, you're doing more marketing than most solopreneurs. It's true. It's amazing to me that that's true, but it is. And so what does he say in terms of the 4 hours a day marketing? He says you're doing one of four things. One is you're either doing warm outreach, you're connecting people who already know you in some way, or reaching out to people who follow you on this social media or that social media. They're already following you. If you look at all across your social medias, you probably have several hundred people who are following you or friends with you, etc. And you reach out to them, again, 4 hours a day, reaching out, and he says 100 outreaches a day. I mean, again, the numbers that it actually takes to succeed in solopreneur, again, I told you this is a reality check, right? The numbers it actually takes to succeed in solopreneurship are far greater than most of us even conceive of. And like most of us are like, oh, last month I reached out to 10. I did a lot of work, George, last month. I reached out to 10 people last month. And I'm like, that's wonderful. What did you learn from each one? Did you make each one a little bit better? That's great. And the reality is that you're doing a lot less work than most people who do succeed. Again, I'm sure you're doing a lot of work. I'm sure you're spending a lot of time. But the way we spend our time needs to be aligned with what success actually takes. So Alex says 4 hours a day, which is 100 outreaches a day. I'm like, 4 hours, 100 outreaches I probably can't do 100 outreaches in 4 hours, but just do what you can, right? 4 hours a day. Or 100 outreaches is what he says, okay? So that's warm outreach, or creating content. 4 hours a day of creating content. Again, that's way more than most of us do. Well, sometimes we don't work lightly. That piece of content gets traction. Fine, you're seeing the pattern, that's wonderful. But creating content 4 hours a day, or paid advertising 4 hours a day of learning paid ads and doing that. Or he says cold outreach for 4 hours a day. That's reaching out to dozens or even 100 people, etc. Again, I don't like cold outreach, so I don't do that, but I definitely do the other ones. Okay, so at this point in the video, I'm really curious. What are you thinking? How is this landing with you? Is this going to help inspire you to adjust your efforts in any way? I have a particular thing I call the 111 formula. I'm just about to publish a blog post that kind of does an outline of it. But I have a video on YouTube I'll call the 111 formula. That's the formula that I give to my clients to say, if you want to take enough action to succeed as a solopreneur, follow my 111 formula. I'll just briefly mention it here. You can read the blog post more, but 40 content experiments, 111, I love that number, and it's basically a bunch of actions adding up to 111. 40 content experiments, right? Just experimenting with content. This is not done in a single day or a single week, obviously. This is done, the 111 formula is meant to be a 1-year plan, but if you want to see success even faster, it's probably wise to try to make it into a 6-month plan. 40 content experiments, right? 20 market discovery conversations, which are conversations with people who know you, where you are asking them genuinely, with genuine curiosity, about what are they seeking, what are they buying in the area of what you offer. Okay, in the area, not asking them to validate what you do. Say, hey, this is my offer. Do you think it's cool? That's not a market discovery conversation. Market discovery is to be genuinely curious about what they're seeking, what they're trying, what they're buying in the arena of what you offer. That's 20 of them. 20 collaborations with colleagues. So this is reaching out to your friends, your fellow classmates, your colleagues, about collaborating in some way, like doing interviews with each other, where you get to interview them about their work, they interview you about your work. These kinds of conversations really help you to clarify things a lot, and helps you to practice speaking about your work and about your content. So that's 20 of them. 10 stage 2 content pieces. If you don't know what stage 2 content is, look up the 3 stages of content creation. I wrote a blog post about that, and it explains stage 1, 2, 3 content. 6 joyful productivity skills integrated, one at a time, over the course of 12 months or 6 months. And then finally, 5 case studies, again, over the course of 12 months or 6 months. So those are the actions. I'm just giving you a sense of, honestly, how much it takes to succeed as a solopreneur. It's a lot more focused action than most of us are doing. And that's why most of us aren't finding success. Honestly, that's a big reason why. Now, the thing I'll end with in this video is, as you take these actions, you don't have to be in the mode of breathless hustling. You don't have to be in the mode of frantic, like, oh, I got to get all these things done. I hope that as you take the massive actions that are required, that every action can be one where you are practicing some level of joyful productivity. Every action and every day in your business is an opportunity for you to practice your values, one value at a time, one breath of spirit at a time, one experiment and of self-knowledge at a time. May each action you take not only build your business, brick by brick by brick, but also build your character bit by bit by bit. I hope this is helpful. I hope this offers a reality check. Just even saying this myself offers me a reality check as well. Thank you for watching, and thanks for joining me on this journey. I wish you well.